Hey everyone, Jacob Schwartz here, and before I begin this video, thank you so much for 30 subscribers. I know I didn't do a video for 20 subscribers, and it's just not really, I feel like I don't know how to describe it, but thank you. I will be doing something for 50 subscribers, but let's get on to the video. Okay, so in this video, this is actually a suggestion from someone else. It was in a comment I got to get all my locomotives and all my freight locomotives and freight cars and put them all in one long train. There is going to be a bit of a problem with that though, because not all of the locomotives have front couplings. All of them have coupler slots, but not all of them have coupler pins, which is required to get them to fit into each other. So I'm going to be using the ones that have them. And we also sort of have a special guest. She's been in a few of my videos before. My cat Tosca. She's cleaning herself. Tosca, hey. Hey. Okay. So I have 13 freight diesels. Also just didn't spin. I have a lot of BNSF equipment. So the majority of what I'm going to be pulling out of the spin is probably going to be that. So there are a few new locomotives since last time. I think those are locomotives. So I don't think this one was in the last video, but it's an SD70 MAC. It does not have its own template for how it is. I just modified the SD70 ACE template and changed some things. And then there's also an SD9 that I have, and a GP40-2. So these are really the only new ones. So, I'm going to start getting out the freight cars. So, I don't really have as many freight cars as I used to, because a lot of them were older ones. They're all over there, and that small bin over there. So, it's only got to be the newer ones, and I'm going to have to find all of them in this bin. So, it's going to take a little while for me, but it's just gonna take this long. So yeah, so right now these are all my freight cars, and then locomotives over there. So there are a few new ones since last time, and I'm just gonna lay them out. Why are you staring into my soul? Oh, you're looking at something else. What are you looking at? So here's all the freight cars. Yeah, I do have a few container cars. It's those ones, and they're not next to each other because they're semi-permanently coupled together, even though they don't look like they're articulated. It's just... And... yeah, so I don't really have as many as I used to. And these hopper cars are somewhat new, but at the same time they're kind of old. And the length isn't exactly, they don't exactly have the length that I want them to have. These ones, though, they do have it. So, I'm going to start at this end. I'm just going to go over all these kind of quickly, and then we'll get to setting up the actual train. So, I have these 3 road railers. These were in another video. I do have a few more of trailers like this to make, however, I haven't made them yet. So these will be at the end of the train, because road railers usually are at the end of the train if they're not by themselves. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you have any ideas for a train that I should make, you can leave it in the comments. So, it's something that I made a while ago. I don't think I've ever really included them in a video. I don't know why I made these. I don't know. It's probably like it's like nuclear waste transport cars or something. Like, I would like. Transporting them in boxcars would totally be safe. These aren't something that's actually real. So I'm gonna make sure to definitely put these right next to the cars that would be carrying stuff like corn. I guess that's what these 2 cars would be for. These are slightly newer. But they're different than these ones. They're different designs. So these ones are all copies of each other, just with different paint schemes. Then these 3 are older. This one is probably one of the older cars here that's here. Then these are one of the rare instances where I have duplicate cars. Okay. So then I also have these 2 box cars. These are sort of just older style box cars. And I do have another one that I haven't made yet. And then there are the container cars. That one at the end is newer. I haven't added the second container for it yet. Actually, I don't think I will. But that's these, and these have already been seen in a few videos. So out of these 13 locomotives, I can only have 5 on one train. These 4 and then another one. Just gonna choose this one. So I do plan on adding front couplings to a bunch of these. So I'm gonna start setting up the train with these. I brought a new meaning to the term stack train. Okay, so the locomotives have been set up. There's 5 of them. And my cat in the background. Well, one of my cats. So first it's the B40-8W, then the ST70 Mac, and then whatever this is, I'm just gonna either -8 or -9, then the SD9, then ST40-2 at the back. And I'm obviously not going to be able to pull it forward because it's pieces of paper with really not a lot holding it together on carpet. Alright, so I have 6 more cars on. The first 6 cars on the train. And I think it's starting to look pretty good. We're up to 12 train cars. And we're about halfway there, I think. Okay, and so the train is done. It has 25 cars, and as promised, I put the wheat cars right next to the nuclear waste cars, and under the road growers. So it's not as long as I thought it'd be, but it is kind of cool to just look at it from this angle. So that's it for this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Stay safe, and happy air conditioner season.